So I got a few goodies came in, and I wanted to share that with everybody. And I'm going to start by saying Ikuko, Surreal Fantasy. Now, I've had this book, but in case you weren't familiar, didn't know, this is definitely one of my favorite books. And this artist is the same artist that did I Daydream. A lot of you might be familiar with this book. This is her newest book and under a new name. And I'm not going to pretend I can pronounce that correctly. Takeuchiart. I'm sure I slaughtered that. But this is her new artist name she's going by. But she was originally known as Ikuko. And under Ikuko, she has, I believe, 3 other, maybe 4 other books besides Surreal Fantasy. But Surreal Fantasy was my first one I got from Ikuko. And again, it is definitely one of my favorites. I have a few colored. This was the image that sold me. I love this picture. Just very different. I have that one finished also somewhere, like here. Lovely teddy bear's got little claws, if you can see. But anyway, so that's Surreal Fantasy. Love it. You should get it if you don't have it and you like weird, different images. And it's the same artist. So this is one of the books that came in for me. You can get this book in paperback or hardback. I got the hardback, I'm sorry. And again, it's called I Daydream. Very beautiful. So let's just get a flip on here. Go through this. Going to go rather fast, I think. I say that and love her. The paper is a little thin. I want to say, doesn't, I feel like when I looked into it, it's like a 60 or 70. There's 25 images altogether. Yeah, it doesn't say in the book the weight of the paper. It's not super thin, but it's thinner. So if you're going to use markers or any water mediums, you're going to want some cardstock behind here to protect the next page. Unless you're just going to print it off on whatever paper you prefer. I'm a pencil girl, so it doesn't bother me that much. And now that I've got a new printer going, I have the option of putting it on any paper I want. So I'm not bothered. There's a lot of books that I haven't gotten over the years that I do want that I'm now going to get. Simply because of the paper they were printed on. I wasn't a big fan of. And now it doesn't matter to me. But it's not horrible either way. Especially if you're just into pencils and such, it's perfectly fine. If I'm not mistaken, the paper in the paperback version is a little less than this. But I could be wrong about that. But I feel like that's what I read when I was looking into that. Some of her little hair decorations going on. One-sided, as you see, which I like that. A little bit of running into the crack. Not a fan of that, but is what it is. It has a lighter grayscale to it. Again, I'm a fan of that as well. I think her girls, in most all of her books, have a distinct look to them, or At least I can tell she did them, if that makes sense. Nothing is as unusual as the surreal fantasy book, but again, I'm okay with that too. I still enjoy her artwork. Mirrored image. I love the eyes of her girls. Now in her other books, under the Ikuko name, you do get double images of each one as well. I really like this one. This is the image we have from the front cover. I had seen when this book first came out this year, and I wanted it, but I had no idea that this was Ikuko. And then when I found out that that's who it was, I wanted it even more. I definitely enjoy her as an artist and want to collect all of her coloring books that she puts out for us. I have a list, and there are several artists I feel that way about, that I just want every book they've put out. I like having the sets or series. And that's it. Get some space to test some things out on, which is always nice. Back cover. Again, it was 25 images, hardback. I Daydream, under a new name, originally Ikuko from Surreal Fantasy. So both great books. This is my newest one. Grab it if you want it. Thank you so much for watching my video. Hit that thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, share, comment. Let me know what you think about the book. If you already have the book, what you think about Ikuko as an artist and some of her surreal, different imagery. And later, y'all.